obviously.
All right, y'all. Well, we are live on this beautiful, should I say, Tuesday morning. But it's actually not a beautiful Tuesday morning, guys. It's a pretty dreary and rainy Tuesday morning. But I have a very special guest on today. This is somebody who I met in Discord. He is in my Discord group, and I've been talking to him since he first joined. And I'd like to welcome on CarlsonCrypto. What is going on, bro? Thanks for being on.
Yeah, it's great. Thank you. Honestly, it's a real pleasure for you for us to be on this. It's a little bit nervous, I can't lie. But yeah, we'll get to the story. But also, I just wanted to say my chart is outdated. I haven't done any TA since like Friday, so
No
that's why
worries,
some of
bro.
them
No worries. I
outdated.
mostly, mostly the reason I want to have you on is because I know you're a young guy, and
Yeah,
I know that you have not been trading for that long, but you have become profitable in
yeah,
less than a year. And I'm almost double your age, man. I'm
yeah.
32. I can't get out of bed without my cane and my walker.
Yeah,
But if I could go back in time to being exactly your age right now, I would have been focusing on trading. And every time I see family members and friends and younger kids who are wasting their younger years pursuing things that are not going to bring them anything good in life, it's
yeah,
like I
totally.
wish I could just tell them, like, you should really probably get into trading or starting a business or doing something that's going to benefit you, bro. So what made you, as such a young guy, want to get into trading, and how did you go from not trading to now becoming a profitable trader where you're actually doing this full time, and you actually just
Yeah.
bought your new Mac with trading profits? um,
Yeah.
how did this journey start, man?
Yes. So it's a long story, really. But it's crazy how everything just sort of like fell into place, so to speak. But basically, how I found out about trading. Well, I'm not gonna lie. It was probably the around 2021, around November time of 2021, and I was scrolling through TikTok, and I saw some guy on there, and I was initially attracted to the fact of like the lifestyle that came with trading, but like after months and months of like pursuing like hard work, like constant work at working at it, um I I figured out like it was like like a big passion. Like I was really passionate about it. Like I absolutely love trading. Like it, yes, I like the money, obviously, but I also I just like the chart. I like trading the charts, really. Um, but yes, so I mean, initially I was attracted to the fact that it brought you a lot of money, but I've also got something to say about like newer traders coming in, getting attracted by the money, etc. And and yeah, man. But that's how I got into trading, really. But yeah, I also remember I was talking with one of my really good mates. Shout out to Ted Williams. Uh, so and me and him, I remember I was sat in my room and I said to him, I'm right. I can't remember along the lines, but it was something along the lines of, I'm going to be a trader. From that day, I worked at it every single day, and I remember the day. Well, I don't remember the exact day, but I know it was in the December, and yeah, I said to my mate Ted, I'm I'm going to become a trader, and basically from that day on, I worked at it every single day, and basically what I'd done in my early steps of becoming a trader was I bought an Amazon TA book, and like I would read that like every single night, and basically like that was also like the first steps of coming out of my comfort zone. And I would read that book every single night instead of scrolling through something like TikTok or Instagram, or basically something that would sidetrack me off the path of becoming a trader. And and yeah, man, I mean, I didn't really know any YouTubers at that point in time, so I basically just had the me in the book. But
So you actually didn't follow any trading YouTubers in the beginning. Is that correct?
uh, yes, that's totally correct.
That's so
Uh,
interesting, bro, because a lot of people get into trading because they see some YouTuber out there, making tons of money, and they're like, "That's what I want to do," and then they immediately start to get wrecked. So you actually took a more, I guess, methodical. There was less FOMO, I suppose, in your
yes,
in your
yes,
approach.
yeah, and I mean, this is a bit off topic, but it'll soon relate to trading. Um, but yes, also, so I started to take this seriously around March, and uh, prior 6 months from March 2022, uh, I was actually still in school. Um, so, and uh, prior to this, I was actually meant to search up how like the American school grading systems work. But I guess if people are like that interested, they can type it in. But basically, there's a thing called sixth form, and that's after secondary school. And basically, I had in my mind that I was going to I was going to stay in sixth form, um and basically I always heard the phrase that um, nothing turns out the way you expect it, and it's so true. And yes, it can be some bad things. Yes, it can be some some good things. But basically, I couldn't stay in sixth form because uh, of me having a bit of a bad reputation with the teachers. I actually failed all of my grades, etc. And yes, some of it was my doings with having a bit of a step too far, carry on with my mates, etc. And simply just not really wanting to be there. Um, and basically, at that point in time, I didn't know about trading. Um, so as we go on, I then basically uh, had to trick myself into thinking that I wanted to go to college to become a plumber. um, and then basically, um, that wasn't a place where I wanted to be either. Like there was just many things. um, and then we'll get back to trading. Around um, around January, I joined my first ever Discord whilst I was still in college, and it was I'd say it was a novice SMC based Discord, and I mean I still didn't really take it seriously at that point in time, as I was still sort of attending my college classes. I had in my mind that I was going to be a plumber, um, and and really it was in college when I found out that I was like really like obsessed with the charts and just wanting, even though I didn't really understand it, but like I just like to look at what the chart was doing, and sort of correlate a few things from the Amazon TA book. I mean, it was something called it was called Technical Analysis Masterclass. A total beginners book. I mean, I recommend it for any total beginners, totally. But like I wouldn't really integrate. It's basically just getting the basics. Um, and yeah, I was I was I was basically too fascinated with like what was going on in the charts, what was getting sent into that new Discord which I was in. Everything was so new, and basically that distracted us from the college class, and I must also add, my tutors in that college class, they both knew that college wasn't for me, and I would always talk about trading, like always talk about it, and they would be like, and like they were really, they were good with us, like they would basically hint at like, well, like, I know this isn't for you and stuff, um, and and I knew that too, and I mean at the time they were intrigued too, and as it was a SMC like style based, I actually started on like forex, but and this was also in the March, and um and basically I would also I would like at this point in time, I would I would show them like these like little forex trades and stuff that I was taking in these college plumbing classes, and and I knew that I would eventually make it. I've always visioned myself in the in a successful I've always I'll say it in another way. I've always like I've always seen myself to be a successful trader in my mind, even before I actually was. And I still got many more milestones to achieve. I'm no ultimate pro trader, but I am profitable, and that's it. That's the main thing. And
Yeah, that's all that
uh,
really counts, bro. I mean,
yeah,
you know, none of us have arrived at being like, you know, the trader that we could be.
mhm,
But you know, the only thing that really matters doing this is that we are able to extract money from the markets in a way that grows our account. So it's just so
yeah.
interesting to me that a guy at your age has been able to do this. So
Mhm.
kind of walk us through when did you first actually become like profitable, and how did that work, and you know, what steps did you take to get there? I know I remember when you first joined my Discord, we had some talks and stuff, and you know, it seems like you've really come a far away from at that point. That was back in March, I think.
Mhm.
And so describe maybe the past few months for us, and what was a real groundbreaking moment for you? Because I remember for me, like specifically, like one of the most groundbreaking moments or the aha moments that I had was when I realized that, you know, like always planning out your trade in advance, that's like the key, and then just being patient to wait for like your confirmation at your level. And you know, if you just wait and only take those trades that you know have a high chance of winning, they're gonna do pretty well as opposed to chasing price. That was my big aha moment.
Mhm.
Um, so maybe you could explain what was your aha moment, and also how, you know, what have you gone through in the past few months from basically being having an Amazon TA book that's probably teaching you how to trade breakout of triangles to
Yeah, it
now,
was.
you know, yeah, walk us through it.
Yes. So basically, before I was profitable, that was from around. Well, I started to take it seriously around March, and I was basically, uh, I wasn't profitable from March to August. So it's been recently new, that I've been ultimately profitable. But basically, I would do possibly all of the wrong things, like not considering where you are within a fixed range pull, not considering market structure, not like FOMO, like literally FOMOing in on the highs and lows, not waiting for price to come to a key level, and even wanting to be in a trade whenever I was like active on the charts. And so like basically like whenever I would be active on like well I actually used my mom's old computer before before I got this one, but yes, I, I would go on there and I would like do some TA. Yes, even in all like, well, in June I could trade key levels, etc. Like, well, no, I could plot key levels and plot TA, but and like I had the TA down, but I didn't have the like it was weird. Like I could plot key levels and stuff, but I wasn't profitable. And like I would be thinking to myself, how aren't I making money? And like I was taking trades, and some trades, like I could win like 4 trades in a row, and but then one loss would take them out, and that was simply due to not having risk management and like understanding risks or reward, etc. But yes, like I mean, the TA is like yeah, like if you've got that down, well, like yeah, you can be a good technical analyst. But if you don't have like your emotions locked down, uh like disciplined trading times, and and planned trades, like planned trades are like the best trades, like but yeah, like I mean, I could go on like 4 trades, and then I would take one loss, but that one loss would wipe out all of my like profits from the 4 trades. But that was just because I didn't have like risk management. And yeah, but when I started to become profitable was when I fully understood risk management, and that was mainly through you and White Phoenix, and also a guy in the Discord called Momentum. I'm not gonna lie, he really did help me understand it, and it was also when I evolved my own strategy, and that stems from like your course, literally, and just being active in the Discord, and quite simply didn't take the stupid trades, like like it sounds a bit you might say, could you elaborate on that? But I mean,
I get
really
it, bro.
that,
I totally get it. It's, the
yeah.
stupid trades are the ones that wreck everyone. Like you're saying, like you give back all your gains from 4 trades in one trade because that was the
Mhm,
stupid trade.
mhm. And yeah, it was also when like I evolved my own strategy, and started to journal and read over and acknowledge my mistakes and build on them, and basically acknowledge not to do certain things and to do certain things. um and I mean, now obviously, like I'm still learning and still like building upon like my strategies, which like stem from like Fibonacci ranges, like obviously market cipher, market structure, and like key levels, and basically just what I've learned from like being in your Discord. But like I'd also say uh, a key part to like one of like well, in fact, one of the biggest things what helped me get to where I am now is question asking. And it might sound so simple, but honestly, if you're in a Discord, right, with like Jay's, with some of the best traders, literally, I'm not even over exaggerating, I swear to God, like some of the insane traders, like, and basically, I wasn't bothered about sounding stupid or letting go of my ego, so to speak, for like then, because at the end of the day, would you rather look stupid in someone else's perspective for 1 to 5 seconds? I'm not saying that they might think that you look stupid, because whenever someone asks me a question, I never think that, because I always remember like I always remember like where I was, like asking questions and stuff. And if someone like made fun of me for asking questions, I would have been so sad, like I would have. And I never I won't like yeah, I lost track of what I was going to say. But yeah, question asking is key, because like for that 1 to 5 seconds, if someone does think that you're stupid for asking that question, who cares? Because like you're not going to stay stupid, because when you get the question answered, well, then you're like if a little I don't know how to say it, like well, more smarter than you were before, because you've asked the question and you
Right.
found out the answer. And yeah, I'd really like question asking is good. So I mean, now there might be loads of questions asked, but
Yeah, man. Well, you know,
But yeah.
I have to say it is very inspiring to me. You know, when I first met you and you told me your age and stuff, you know, I was cheering for you, man, because
Yeah.
you know, I wish more people your age would get into stuff like this because it can be really life changing. And if I had started trading when I was your age, by now I can only imagine the level that I would be at. So
Hmm.
it's really cool to see that, bro. But yeah, you know, I really like you know my own Discord and stuff. It's you know I'm blessed to have the traders in there that we have like K-Pax and White Phoenix and Boyan and so many others uh, that I can't think off the top of my head. But you guys, you know who you are. But yeah, it's cool to have people in there who are so helpful, right? Answering questions and you know, it's like iron sharpening iron in a lot of ways. But yeah, bro, I am very just happy to hear your story. And you know, a lot of people in the chat are saying, you know, you're so young and you haven't been profitable long. Yeah, but here's the thing, guys. You know, you have to understand he's a young guy and he's starting out, and he's more successful at doing this at his age as a 17-year-old kid at doing this less than a year than people are who have been doing this, you know, multiple years.
Yeah.
So you know that's why I want to have him on. That's why I want to hear his story because honestly, it was very inspiring to me. And when I see younger people getting into this and taking it seriously, you know that encourages me as an educator as well as just I believe it's beneficial for people to get into and develop this skill because especially the way the world is going, if more people Carlson's age got into this now, I mean, it could really be a game changer for a lot of people. So, you know, even though you've only been doing this year, bro, you know, you mentioned to me, you know yourself, you have a long way to go. So, what kind of strategies and stuff have you been into, um, you know, lately? What's been like the biggest, I don't want to say money maker for you, but yeah, like what kinds of trades have you been taking lately? Maybe you want to like walk through some of your past trades and like what made you take them and all that kind of
Mhm.
stuff.
So basically, I mean, the strategy that I run off at the moment is pretty much market cipher, Fibonacci key levels, and market cipher, and 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 well, yeah, like that's basically my strategy. So like simply that. But also I just thought I'd add I mean I started in March with around uh it was around 1,500 well it was yeah $1,500, and I mean now I'm almost on 20,000, just below. I'm on around 19,500, and I mean even like it like also on my journey I didn't actually take any big blows. Like people would sometimes say like oh like to become a profitable trader, like you basically have to take big blows. Like yes, I did take like big blows relative to me, but like I didn't take any like huge big blows, if you know what I mean, like to my account. And basically that like from when I was learning, like from like around March to yeah, from around March to the end of April to mid-April, even slowly fading into like June, I would well I didn't know position size and stuff, and I didn't know like risk to reward, risk management, and um I would I would put like random amounts of money on like 50, like $50 to like $30, and yes, like yes I had TA with it, but like so they weren't just random like oh throw $50 in, like but basically I think that did also help like not to like blow big amounts of money away, because I mean I know like I mean well when K-Pax first started, he blew like 1.2 million. Yes, he made it back in 4 months. That was crazy. Yeah. Oh, one sec. Oh, I need to go and let my little brother and sister in. They've just got back from school, so
Go for it, bro.
I'll be 10 seconds.
All right, y'all. Well, make sure to smash up the likes. FOMO with the like button for CarlsonCrypto, guys. He's coming on here. I really appreciate him coming on. Let's pop into the chat. See who's in here. You know, shout out to Metaspawn. Shout out to Crowbar. Shout out to Dennis. We got some people in here. Shout out to Dr. Blocks. Oh, okay, you back, bro?
Yeah. I kind of forgot what I was saying, but so what did you ask again?
I was just gonna ask if you could maybe just walk us through a couple of your most recent trades and what got you into the trade, and you know how the trade worked out and everything for you.
Well, I mean, wait, can you see my screen?
I can, man.
Yeah, okay. So, well, you can see that my chart is a bit outdated, hence why my fixed range pull is like all the way back here. But the my last trade was from right down here, and it was because I'll show you. So we came down to the low of the midterm time frame value area low. We also came into a golden pocket and -618. And what got me in was I'll show you one sec. And I still have this position tool on from the trade. The second last trade that I was in. So basically, I'll just zoom out so this value area comes in. But yeah, I mean, I can also share how I found out about how I found out about you, and because that's it is quite crazy how everything, like I said at the start, how everything sort of just like fell into the path sort of thing. But yes, so we came down to the low of the midterm time frame value area low, and that's an oversold price. So like in price action, and then and also we're at the the golden pocket, and we're also at a -618. And also we're at a London VPOC, so I had quite a bit of confidence there for to get a move up. And basically what got me in was, as you can see, we had 5-min bull div, and below -60, and also we had one sec. Oh God, where is it? It's here. So we had the 5-min bull div below -60 at value area low, at golden pocket at -618, and then and as well, I remember that we had a bull CVD here. I can't remember where it was, but I remember that we did. And then on the 3-minute we have on the 3-minute oh God, that might be a bit, yeah. Okay, so and then on the 3-minute we've got again the bull div below the -60 at your key level. So you've got the 5-minute, and then you've got your 3-minute, and then also on the 1-minute, and I'll get to why I targeted to where I did, etc. And yeah, one sec. But yeah, I mean one sec. Yeah, and then on the 1-minute, again you see I'll get the pen just so you can see. Circle, and then yeah, again you see the bull divs on the 1-minute, and so this also gets back to a bit of my strategy. So basically, when you come to a key level, obviously this isn't financial advice, etc. But and I only trade with paper money only. But yeah, like when you have like 1-min, like if you have 1-min divergences below or above the 60 line, and 3-minute divergence below above the 60 line and 5-minute divergence below above the 60 line, well, you can expect at least a $150 move from like the statistics that I've collected, because I've recently started to take statistics too, because that's also helped me become profitable. So like when we'll come to a significant level, I can look at some of the statistics that I've got and be like, well, if you've got like 3 levels lining up, which have got high probabilities, well, then you can be more confident. And then if you see confirmations on market Cipher, well, then you can even have more confidence. And yeah, but I sort of digressed a little bit from why I ended, and yeah, so I'll quickly recap. So I had the 5-minute divergences below the 60 line. We had the 3-minute divergences below the 60 line, and the 1-minute divergences below the 60 line. And at your key level, most importantly. So yeah, so this was one sec. I'll go to a higher time frame. One sec. And I also really like ranges, fixed ranges. They're so good. Like, always pull your range. They're really good to get a judgment on whether price is oversold / overbought. And then if you pair that with market Cipher, you've got a powerful strategy, like, and in key levels, I should say. And yeah, I mean, where I targeted was well, as you see, I'll get the price path tool out one sec. I hope I'm not speaking too fast either. That's just my accent. But yeah, so yeah, we'll just start from here. So as you see, you've got your high, and then you've got your low, and then you've got your high, and then you've got your low. So I'll quickly just so we were internal to one sec. I'll just get the brush. So we were at this moment in time, we were internal with this high on the 5-minute, bear in mind, with that high and this low. So really, a 5-minute market structure change would have to come above this high. So and some people in the Discord, I mean, obviously I'm not in the Discord anymore, and yeah, and some people have seen me mark levels such as K levels. Some people will be a bit familiar on them, and basically what they are is their market structure pivots. So like I would mark that as a K5, and then I would obviously mark that as a K5 low, and that would be a K5 high. But I'm obviously not going to do that because I've got that there. But this is old anyway, so I guess I can. And so and then I would mark that as a K5 low, and I'll get onto my points. You just might be thinking, what is he on about? And but basically, at this moment in time, we were internal between this high and this low. So for a market structure change, I'd want to come above this. But I've also found out that these market structure pivots can act as very good trades. And I mean, I guess this is sometimes I mean, no, this is basically my story, not a educational TA video, but you might be able to learn some things. But yes, and basically I've found that these levels can act as big SR levels. So I mean, as you can see in the future, it SR flips like, yeah, and it's sort of retested here as well. But there's better examples. So basically, where I wanted to target initially was the POC, and really the high, and that's where I did take my first profit. And because I was because obviously we had higher time frame, good, nice confirmations. Like, I mean, we can go to the 1 hour, and I can quickly show you before I say what I was going to say, because I did also take another trade, as you see in that position tool. But yeah, we did also have other confirmations on market Cipher, which it did also favor more upside, but also on coin lies like CVD and OI. But yes, so I'll quickly go back to where I was, if I can find it. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, with my strategy, market Cipher, market structure, Fibonacci, key levels play a huge part. And you might see these here, like BOSs and chalks. I like to mark them on my charts just to get an idea of like I don't know, some people, and bear in mind this is also an old chart. But some people might like less on the chart. But personally, me, I quite, I don't know, I like it all on it just so I don't forget about anything.
Yeah, yeah. I usually keep all my stuff on at all times when I'm just sitting here trading. But if I'm got to show somebody something, then I turn it off.
Mhm. So, so also, one of my like reasons for TPing here is why I did. Well, it was mainly the key five, and basically what K stands for is key. So some people in the Discord might have seen like K15, K5, K1, K4. So K5 is key 5 minute, K15, key 15, and so on. Like K1, key 1 hour, and yeah, K4, K4, K4. Yeah. So um it will also like this local val retest there, but pot it was mainly this. And then I mean, I did take this because I remember I took profit here, and also the reason why I took profit is because well, if you look, so at this moment in time at this moment in time we were internal between this high and this low, and when either high or low is breached, that's when you adjust your K levels. So like so as you see, this high was breached. So you'd adjust the K5 low to the low, which broke the high. As you see, we'll come down and retest it. I didn't actually follow this, but yes, and then you'd adjust it to the high, like obviously the new high. Well, you'd adjust it to the new high. So at this point in time, you were internal between this high and this low, and basically you wouldn't tamper with the lows or highs if the unless the breached. Whatever happened, if let's just say the weren't breached, well then it's internal. So this is internal, but then you've got a low what breaks the high. So you'd adjust it to the low or broke the high, and then you'd adjust the high to the high. And yeah, I mean you can and I, I was mainly going to go on about why I actually took this trade, but I mean I can't actually I can't actually remember why I took this, but
Well,
I did.
it's all good, bro. I mean, you kind of walked it through. You saw your confirmations at a key level, and that's what got you in. And then you had confirmations also to take profit, and so that's pretty
Mhm.
cool, man. So if there's, because there's a lot of people that are going to be watching this who they may be younger than you, they might be older than you, they might be starting out. What would you have any non-financial advice to give to people who are starting out, who are maybe struggling to become profitable, who are maybe struggling to just find their edge in these markets? Because I was saying before, a lot of times people get that aha moment, and that's where they really find their edge, and that's where they feel like I can actually do this. It's like such a good feeling, something just clicks. So, what advice would you give to people who are starting out, maybe who are struggling to have that aha moment um, that could help them maybe get to a place where they can feel like they can actually do this?
So I would say never ever quit. Like if you're a quitter personality, then trading isn't for you really. Um, and simply just do not quit. If you keep pushing every single day, give it all. Basically, how I got like, I mean, I'm no like crypto millionaire yet. Yet is a key word, but but how I got to where I am now is literally endless work every single day, never ever giving up, and discipline and motivation really. And the main thing is discipline. And like
When you say
um
discipline, maybe you could define that a little bit. You mean stay disciplined um, to do what exactly, or to not do what?
so like discipline to your work ethic really, as so like and have like a routine sort of too. So like structure your day out. So like let's just say because obviously there might be some people which go to school here, there might be people, well, there will be people which have jobs, like day jobs, and like really if you structure your day out like so like do this at this time, do this at this time, then it's like planned and like um and then
You still there, bro? It seems like we might have lost some audio on you. Hmm. All right, guys, stand by. Seems like maybe we lost them for a second here. So, yeah, stand by 1 second, guys. And we might have to unfortunately cut this early. Yeah, uh-oh. All right. Well, here we are. It's just us now, y'all. It's just us. Make sure to FOMO to the like button, guys. I appreciate CarlsonCrypto for coming on, sharing a little bit of his story. Definitely an inspiration, I have to say, for myself, just because I oftentimes do imagine if I could go back to being 17, if I could go back to being a junior in high school, how I would have loved to.
hello,
Yo, yo,
wait,
yo.
major technical.
Whoa. Bro, we're actually. You still here?
I don't know. Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, cool, cool. He's back,
Ah,
guys. He's
God,
back.
technical difficulties.
It happens, man.
So, do I need to share my screen again?
No, that's fine, bro. You know, we're
Yeah.
about to wrap it up. Just you're just
Hmm.
giving some advice for anyone who's getting started. You know, you were talking about how important it is to be disciplined and have like a routine and stuff like that.
Hmm. And basically, like when it comes to the time like which you've got free to like put towards trading, like do that. Like and there will be some days where you're like, oh, I can't be bothered. Oh, like do I have to? At the end of the day, it's all about how hungry you are for it, if you know what I mean. And um yeah, like just like with anything, like which like you want to be successful at, you need to have like a deep passion, like drive, in order to become successful in that way, if you know what I mean. Um, but but honestly, the main thing is keep at it, and it doesn't happen overnight. And like I first came into trading like thinking I was going to make grands upon grands, and it was like quite the opposite in at the in like the early days. Um, but but yeah, honestly, just keep at it and never quit, really.
Yeah, I think it's so important for people to have realistic expectations coming into this as well, because a lot of people come into this thinking, you know, this is going to be a get rich quick kind of deal. Um, and really nothing could be further from that. Like, this is not a get rich quick uh, scheme. This takes hard work, and the
Yeah, it's a
most important
skill.
thing is slow and consistent gains over time, right? If we're always focused on making as much money as possible, we are setting ourselves up for failure 100%, because then the psychological games start to really mess with you.
Yeah.
Um,
I,
Instead, just
I,
be satisfied with growing that account. And if you have a small account, look at you. You took $1,000, you turned it into almost 20K. Now you have 20K. Imagine how you could now grow that account to where you get to the point where, you know, you could
I don't.
actually make a good living doing this, but you weren't chasing that money right away, right? You're just chasing the process, which is what people need to do. It's like anything else in life. If you want to become like a bodybuilder or some kind of strength athlete, you gotta. It's the daily grind, right? It's the slow and steady progressive overload, constantly getting better, constantly putting in the work, and then you almost don't have to focus on the money because it will just come with doing what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely. I would also love to add as well, like if you see someone like posting all these gains and stuff and like constantly, right? I'm just gonna say this too. When I like even when I wasn't profitable and stuff, like sometimes I would only post my gains, and that's exactly uh like one of the things what's like did also sort of like emo like psychologically affect you, and it's noise. Like, don't focus on what other people are doing and focus on what you're doing. And also, I would like to add, you don't need to be a wizard, like a tech wizard to be a trader, and I'm proof of that. Um, all you need is discipline, motivation. Well, not so much motivation. I would just say, I would just say, like the the like oh god, I'm fumbling my words. Basically, you don't need to be a wizard, like a tech wizard, who has a crystal ball to be a trader. You just need hard work and time. It's time, and patience is big too. And just stay calm, like uh and you'll get there eventually if you vision it. If you vision it, you'll get there eventually too. Um, but yes, everything takes time. Don't expect it to happen overnight. Yeah. Um,
Yeah,
I
for
might
sure,
have
man.
yeah, I might have waffled on about a few off-topic things
Hey, it's all
today.
good, man. I appreciate you coming on and sharing your story, and I'm sure a lot of people will also be inspired by it. And I just want to give a shout out to Crypto Yacht in the chat because I've been trying to get Crypto Yacht on the channel for like a year. So Crypto Yacht, man, hit me up, bro. Let's do an interview. Let's set it up. But all right, man. I really appreciate you coming on. We're gonna end the stream. Do you have any last words to say to the fine ladies and gentlemen?
Never give up. Never ever give up.
Nice, bro. Well, hey, I'm excited to see what the future has in store for you as a trader. For sure, it's been a year, so hopefully
Yeah,
we'll be in touch and keep me
yeah,
updated.
definitely.
Yeah, let's see how you're doing in a year from now, and 2 and 3,
Yeah,
and who knows,
yeah,
man.
yeah, man. It'll be good to stay in touch.
Yeah, for sure. All right, y'all. Well, we're going to end the stream. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus the Messiah. I do pray everybody watching the stream is very blessed in many ways. Peace, y'all.